next review is Suits Season 8 Part 1. So we've had the first 10 episodes, we've still got 6 to come. I imagine they'll be early next year, but I don't know. So Season 8 of Suits is an interesting one because Season 7 very well could have been the last season of the show, and arguably it should have been, because they've had a lot of their main characters leave the show. So that's partly because Meghan Markle gone and got married, and yeah, I was worried, how can you continue this show without the character of Mike, because Mike very much was the main character. And this season feels very much like a reboot or a restart in a way. It feels fresh because of that. I think it starts off really well. It introduces a bunch of, well, not so much a bunch of new characters. There's one significant new character played by Katherine Heigl, and right from the bat, she's a very determined, independent woman. The very first thing you see her do in the show is have a kickboxing fight, and that really just sums up her character really well in that one scene. And you've got Jewel Hill in there from The West Wing. He showed up in the last season, but now he's a full-time cast member. And Amanda Schull has now been promoted up there as well. This season, it's very much Harvey and Lewis are the main characters. And you've even got Willard Pierce showing up a lot more. In fact, Willard Pierce, I think, is a really good actor, a really underrated actor. He might as well be in the main cast at this point, because I think he only misses like 2 episodes out of the 10 so far. And yeah, so I like the new characters. I like the characters they promoted to the main cast. It does feel fresh. It does feel new in a way. The problems start to show after a few episodes though, because the storylines get repetitive, and this is a legal show, but it's never been in the same league as, say, The Good Wife or The Good Fight or Boston Legal. It always feels like it's focused more on the characters and the backstory, not so the backstories, but like behind the scenes of the legal practice rather than the court cases. And that's not to say that those other shows don't do that, but those other shows are far, far superior to this show will ever be. And the stories are repetitive. It never feels quite original or unique enough at times, and it does feel like they're dragging things out because they've got rid of Mike. Because the whole idea of the show when it started was Mike is not a lawyer, so how long is he going to get away with this? The end goal was very much, when's he going to get caught, when's he going to stop? And they've reached that point several times in the past 7 seasons, and they just kept going for some reason. Now that he's gone, I don't know what the overall goal or aim of the show is, and I think that's going to be a problem moving forward. What's the point anymore? And yeah, these characters are likable enough, but they've never been the most interesting or greatest characters ever. But yeah, Season 8 of Suits, I think it is a step up from some of the previous seasons, particularly Season 6, which I think was the one where he went to prison and it just completely lost the plot at that point. But yeah, it's not the worst season, not the best season. Give it a go. And that's all I've got for this week. I hope you've liked it. I know I've had a few mistakes and slurred my words and so on. I think this is still streaming, so if you're watching on Twitch, give me a follow, get in the chat. I'm about to go and do a little hangout with you. And yeah, final thing I want to talk about though. They revealed Joaquin Phoenix's take on the Joker, and he's called Arthur in the film. Fine. I still don't think we need this film. I certainly don't want to watch this film. I think if you explore the origins of the Joker, you ruin what makes the Joker so interesting and fascinating as a character. But yeah, that aside, the actual look of the Joker, I kind of like it. Yeah, it looks much more clown-inspired than, say, Heath Ledger's Joker, which was very much war paint. It looks like it's paying homage more to the Cesar Romero and maybe even the Jack Nicholson Joker a bit. But yeah, I'm interested in how well he's going to play the part. I do think he'd make actually a really good Joker, because Joaquin Phoenix, despite being a weird guy, despite being a method actor, he is a really good actor. when he gets the material to chew into. So yeah, I'm curious to see how people respond to this. Because if you remember, Heath Ledger, when he was revealed as Joker, many people really did not like that. But then it turns out he's brilliant as the Joker. Then Jared Leto, people really did not like the look of the character. Then it turns out he's crap as well. So it's really hard to say what's going to happen here. But yeah, that's all I've got to talk about this week. I'm Grant Burton. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at @the_Grant Burton, or you can go to powerdown.com for all of my written materials. I did write a review of A Simple Favor this week, so go check that out on powerdown.com if you want more thoughts on that. If you're watching this on YouTube, thanks a lot. Give me a subscription, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment and some feedback down below. And if you're watching this on Twitch, I'm about getting into the chat, give me a follow and we'll have a little hangout. But before I go, next week I'm going to try something a little different with the show. Because of that, I won't be live on Twitch. And if it works out well, you can check it out. Same place, same time on YouTube, Monday midday GMT. If it doesn't work out, you might not get an episode next week. So I apologize ahead of time if that happens. But hopefully, fingers crossed, they won't. But yeah, enough of that though. See you next time, which might be next week, might be the week after. Until then though, I'm out.